You're listening to WXMR 94.3 LP Marengo.
Good Saturday morning to you. You're listening to Marengo Man Cave with Matthew and Eric. I'm Eric. He's Matthew. Morning, Matthew.
Morning. How are you?
Outstanding. As usual.
Excellent.
How you been this week?
Mostly sunny.
Mostly sunny.
Mostly sunny.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Been nice out all week. A little dry, you know. Didn't have to mow the lawn this week.
Yeah, that's nice.
Isn't it? It was really nice. Just ran a weed whacker and knock off the couple little tall spots. Summer's finally here, huh?
Yeah, it seems like it. And then the kids go back to school.
Yeah, it's just in our household. Right about the time school's going to get out, like my wife is going crazy with the kids, saying she can't wait for school just to be over. And right now we are in full-fledged, can't wait for the kids to be back in school. So,
all right.
So what's up with you?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Yeah, a little travels, I heard,
this week. Yep, off to Des Moines.
Hello, Des Moines.
Hello, Des Moines.
Nice.
Yeah, so headed there for business and back the next day, so it was a bit of driving.
I had the wife's birthday yesterday. It's always a little pressure as the husband, you know. That's was that Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and the anniversary, and the wife's birthday. Those are the high pressure days.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Now, and I didn't think about it, but when you and I ended up being able to be together last night because we went out with the wives, correct?
Right.
Just so before everybody yells at us and calls in. We
phone's ringing off the hook.
The original plan was to take the wife out for a date night. We'd taken her out with the kids for lunch and then went out for dinner, and then that kind of changed to you guys kind of joining us, and which was nice. And then the wives, right, yours and mine, went off to see a movie, and you and I were free to do whatever we wanted. So then we went to one of our friends, who's been on air with us, Mike Dallas, is over at Scorched Earth, and his observation caught me off guard when he said, "How did you pull off not being actually with your wife on her birthday?"
And they seem very happy with that option. That's the other thing. Yeah,
but we did want to say that
we didn't weasel out of doing anything. It was they didn't want us.
Sometimes luck just falls in our lap.
Kind of goes along with our lines here. We're the man cave. That doesn't mean women aren't welcome. We have yet to meet any that
want to be welcome.
Strong desire to come in here with us. So, hey, and speaking of the Marengo Man Cave, we're out on Facebook, of course. We're always looking for feedback and responses to some of the stuff we're talking about. So reach us there, or we've got marengomancave@gmail.com. You can send us an email. Forgot to announce that lately, so they could let us know, because some people maybe aren't on the Facebook.
Yeah,
right.
On the Facebook.
The Facebook, yes.
And did want to say congratulations to Mike. Just
congrats,
that he
Mike.
did make it a year on a new venture. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's always great when a friend has that. So contributors to Marengo Community Radio include Donna's Jewelry Box. From a historic building in downtown Marengo, Donna's offers unique jewelry and jewelry repairs. They're 630-377-3363, and they're located at 209 South State Street. DonnasJB.com.
So, seeing how you wanted to follow up with you, seeing how you have the big, you just had the big trip to Des Moines, Des Moines, Iowa. Hello.
Yes.
I got my next business trip is going out to Baltimore, Maryland. So been trying to set up schedules to get out there, and well, everybody starts telling me. A couple people have overheard this conversation, so they start telling me all the things they need to do in Baltimore. So I wanted to, just kind of goes along with our titles, our salesman. Cliches, stuff like that.
Yeah. So
when you travel for business, I'm not there for tourism. They usually fly me out. I'm there for business. I fly back. Like you've heard me say, where I used to get to go to Austin, Texas, which if anybody hasn't been there, is a fantastic place to take a long weekend with all the live music that they have and stuff like that. And I would fly in, I'd see the airport, I'd see the industrial park, I would see the hotel right outside the industrial park, I would see the airport, I would go home, so.
Right. Yeah, someone asked me, how was your trip? I'm like, have you been to a Hampton Inn?
There you go.
They all look the same. Or fill in your chain of...
Do you like the waffles there for
Right.
the continental breakfast?
the free breakfast, the powdered eggs, and the strawberry banana yogurt. I don't know why, but hotels seem to always have
Strawberry banana.
strawberry banana, and I don't know why.
Right. Why is that?
Right.
I'm always leery of the hard-boiled eggs. How long have they been hard-boiled? Where'd they come from? And how long have they been sitting out?
Yeah. But you referenced our previous conversations. For those of you listening right now that maybe missed us, a couple weeks ago, Matthew brought up just some outrageous titles some people start to have, as opposed to just being straightforward. What are you? I'm in sales.
I'm the plant manager.
You're a plant manager. You get all these crazy titles coming up. And so we got talking about that. And the most amazing thing happened, and we forgot to mention it last week. So we have a new pastor at my church.
Okay.
Attend the Methodist church in town. Pastor Bob, if you're listening, hello. Anyways, he has no idea. I'm sure he did not listen to our story. But he's
That
in
hurts.
church.
That cuts deep.
Well, cut him a break. He started in July, so he hadn't lived in Marengo to hear the velvety smooth voice of Matthew and Eric on Marengo Man Cave.
Nice.
So he's given a sermon of all things, and he's telling a story. And I'm not going to go through the whole story. You should come listen to him. But anyways, in it, he's in the story. He's at a coffee shop, and it's getting crowded, and somebody engages him in conversation, and in part of the conversation, they ask him, "So, what do you do?" And that's when he kind of has an aside and says, "Well, sometimes you don't want to say pastor because then you get treated different, and so forth." And I think we talked about that with our friend Ray, Pastor Ayers from Zion, when he was on.
Correct.
So Pastor Bob mentions that he's got a friend that anytime he's in a situation like that, he just says he's and I quote, branch manager for a multinational conglomerate that's been around for over 2,000 years.
Well
I
played.
was so floored by that. In the middle of church, I opened up my phone. I opened up the notes section and typed the note. I made sure I got it word for word for you.
Are you supposed to be doing that?
Probably
in the middle
not.
of church?
Probably not. I don't know. I do have, you got the Bible app on my phone, so, there's a reason for opening it maybe. But that I forgot to tell you last week, and I couldn't believe that was
That's
part
a good
of the story.
one.
It was perfect. It was as if he had listened. So maybe he's a secret listener.
So is this one of our? Is this a new store for us? Are we going to have consulting next to in the strip mall next to the Villain store and the pawn shop?
Right.
And,
I think possibly. I actually have created a new product. I think maybe we could sell.
Okay.
All right. A bogus title generator.
Nice.
Okay. So here's how it works. Or I shouldn't give away all the secrets, but it randomly gives you a 3-word title.
Okay.
And so by random, I have several some dice, right?
Okay.
I'm going to
nice.
roll them, and I'm going to give you your first title. You ready?
All right, let's go hit it.
All right. 2, 3, 6.
2, 3, 6.
2, you're a multi-site engagement developer.
Nice.
Multi-site engagement developer.
Awesome.
Me, on the other hand, I'm a 5, 1, 2, a branch synergistic engineer.
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, I don't either. But I'm sure we can make something up. So it works real simple. We've got
the only guy that's happy about this is the printing guy. The guy making the business cards, because is he getting paid by the letter?
Probably.
Nice.
There's probably a limit, minimum
For the typeset, sure.
Yeah. So we can certainly create more of those
as we go along.
Because I've got some great ones here. Like a a high-end development coordinator. See, these are good words that mean nothing, right?
Yeah, and I am going to throw, as long as we're going down this path, hopefully Coach Zoom is out there listening. He was going to join us, but then had to unexpectedly work, which we completely understand, unlike your brother.
I was going to say, is he hanging out with my brother?
Yeah, no, Mark, who just blows us off all the time. But Coach Zoom, at the last minute, had to cancel. We appreciate that, right? Work comes first always. So he dropped the solution tree on me yesterday. I just about drove off the road and hit a tree. I was laughing so hard.
He's got his solution tree.
He was polling. He was in a situation doing some sales, and he's got a new avenue of business that he's going down. So he's been working on this stuff, and he's not 100% comfortable, I'll say. But you know him. He can sell water to the ocean. So, anyways, he's in there and he goes, look, I'm being unfamiliar with everything. He goes, I had to pull. I was thinking for a minute, so there was a pause as I was, going through my solution tree. It just about ripped off the road and hit a tree, like I said, laughing so hard that I had to throw him under the bus a little bit on that one, the solution tree. So,
yeah, well, you're going to have to have him in. We'll have to do that live on the air.
Talk about those?
Talk about those things.
Yeah, he's working with some new groups of people, so I'm sure he's going to have some latest buzz cliches or topic words.
Industry lingo.
Yeah, industry lingo would be a great way to say it, so can't wait to get him on.
Mm-hmm.
Other interesting things this week is football's alive and well for me again.
Yes.
So
back on the coaching field.
Yeah,
huh?
So we're back on that. And
I hung up my whistle. I'm just
I'm pretty sure last night we got you to commit 4 to 7 weeks.
No, you and Zoom got a commitment for me. You said you should be there, and he said he will. And at no point did I either sign an agreement or
we'll have to get him on.
No handshake deal.
I'm pretty sure if we roll the tape and you were being taped, I'm pretty sure that that's not how it went down.
What do you got? The villain bar's bugged, you're saying?
Yeah, well, of course, it's the villain bar.
Yeah.
I'm sure the G-men are listening at all times.
Right.
I mean, that 6 to 9 week commitment yet you gave us is, got to be held up in the court
4 to
of law.
6 already grew to 6 to 9. Is that in the last 2 minutes while we're talking? So, well, you had mentioned you're traveling.
Forehead right there.
Oh, what? Are you going to do that to me again?
Just getting you to itch.
So,
did you take your itchy medicine?
Yes, I did. I took my allergy medicine today.
Nice.
Thank you. But you had mentioned you're traveling to Baltimore, so I think to wrap that up before we get talking sports, because I would like to get to the sports chat. We got a lot going on.
Oh, we're going back to sports chat?
Yeah. We haven't done sports chat in a while.
All right, okay.
But since you're traveling, I think you need to – you always get in those positions. Like I was eating alone in a restaurant, which is not it's not a sad thing, people. It's okay. So I'm eating alone because I'm traveling on business. I didn't bring the family with. I was the only person from my company there. It was the night before the event, so I hadn't run into people to say, hey, well, let's do dinner tonight and all that fun stuff. And so you're sitting there, and normally you get approached, so what do you do? Someone makes small talk, whether it's a server or a lot of times I
usually try to send out the vibe that I don't want to talk.
Well, sometimes you're traveling by plane, you got the person next to you. There's a lot of situations when you're traveling for business where somebody asks you that question.
You're on the radio with this clown and he won't shut up.
Exactly. So what do you do for a living? So I would like you to take an alter ego. You can use...
Well, I've had one for years.
I know, but you could use our generator if you'd like, the one I gave you just a few minutes ago, which I already forgot. But or you can create your own.
Okay.
I know I was going to give you one, but I know that you've had your favorite one for years. So you want to share what your fake title is when you travel?
I'm a bee wrangler.
A bee wrangler.
It's been for a decade now or better. Been a bee wrangler
for quite some time. So I kind of imagine it goes something like this. So what do you do?
I'm a bee wrangler. You have to say it. Yes. You have to say it very uninterestingly.
Yes. So what's that?
Well, people have bees. I relocate and move bees.
See, I love how your delivery there is as boring as possible, so then the people don't want to talk to you anymore. So
and it makes them even more interested. That's unfortunately, I've found that.
Wow, how did you get into that?
Yeah, because you can't make it sound like it's over the top, and then I talked about and then you usually say, well, how'd you get into that? And we usually go something along the path. There's many variations, but usually we talk about how I studied French literature and art in college. Got my BA in French literature and art, and spent some time over
because that has something to do with bees.
Right. And then finally went into the family business and bee wrangle. Is there a
big demand for that?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
someone's got to move bees, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I guess so. And so I haven't.
The important thing here, people, is you got to pick something that nobody knows about.